Every artist has their favorite paint brands, colors that they like to use. Today, I'm gonna go through all the ones that are my favorites and my preferred to show you what I use. All right, so let's take a look. My number one go-to choice is Nova Color. And the reason I like them is they have high pigmentation, which is professional grade quality, what we need if we're gonna sell our work. And it's really easy to use the paint because it's not a super heavy body paint, meaning I could pour it out of here onto my table if I want to. I don't need to scoop it with something and then really blend it in. And those are fine. Not everyone likes this sort of consistency, and that's what you need to experiment with. So I like it because it makes mixing super easy. It blends phenomenally and allows me to just work at a better, easier pace, and I like that. So if that's not available or they don't have a color that I'm looking for, which there's really only two that I need to buy in another brand, and that's just personal preference. And you may come across that as well, because just because paint brands make the same shade of paint, they're not always exactly alike. And let me show you what I mean. This is one of my go-to brands for turquoise paint. It's Utrecht Turquoise Artist Grade. Now, Nova, yes, makes a turquoise blend. It's phthalo turquoise, but take a look at how different they are. So let's just open them up and I'm gonna show you what it is about the brand I use that I love in turquoise. All right, this is Nova Color Phthalo Turquoise, and you can see that it is very soft bodied. It's not liquid, but it has that liquidy feel to it where you know I could just pour it out here if I wanted to. And it's a pretty shade of blue. Yes, I don't deny that at all. But this is my favorite. All right, this is Nova, or I'm sorry, this one is a Utrecht. But look at how thick this is. Now, it makes it just a little harder. It won't come off, right? I have to really get it to come off. And it's very thick. It's almost black. If you look at this, it is almost black. And what I love about this is I could take it all the way from this color to that color if I want, or almost white. I just prefer the shade a little bit more. And that's nothing right or wrong, but look at how thick it is. Okay, so it makes it a little more challenging to work with. Now, let me put some of this back in here because this is a super intense color, and I'm going to show you what I mean in a second by mixing these. But in the meantime, let's go back to another brand that I use that's not Nova Color, and that's this one, Golden, which is an incredible professional artist paint. They tend to make heavy bodied paints, whether you buy them in a tube or like this, they are generally heavier body paints. Now they do have their fluid paints. These are two different kinds. This is a high flow acrylic, where if you notice, you could literally squirt it out. And this one is just a regular fluid paint. Now you can make these as well, and I can show you another time how to do that. But Golden is generally heavy bodied. So when I want to mix something with this particular color in it, the reason I like this one is because the one that Nova makes, to me, has a little bit of pink in it, and I don't always want that. So I love this shade, so let's take a look at it. Now look, it's a really super rich, creamy beige that looks almost like sand on a beach, right? But take a look at this, it's super thick. I could turn it upside down, nothing happens, it stays on there, and I literally have to get it off. But I love the color, so to me, it is worth mixing it. And just to show you, also with this blue, this turquoise, what I love, it's so intense. Now I'm gonna take a little bit of this sandy color, this Titan Buff, and just a tiny bit of this turquoise because it's really intense. And I'm gonna blend it with this and watch what it does. It turns this into a beautiful light blue, right? I'm gonna take a little bit more. All right, now look at that. That is really close to this. And I could mix a little bit more and you know, really work it to make that same shade, but I think you get the idea. It's super close to this, but I have a lot more range with this shade of blue. Plus, in my eye, I see a slight difference between these two colors, and I just like this one so much. And I like that I can make it black and then take it all the way to white. So that's my reason, and I really encourage you guys to explore with certain brands and colors yourself. So anyways, let's get back to the other ones. I don't generally use tubes of paint anymore because I go through so much of it, but I still have some because sometimes they're really great sales, clearance. I pick them up or people gift them to me, and I will never say no to a tube of paint. But these are always going to be thick-bodied, heavy-bodied paints that you have to squeeze out and really mix in. Holbein is a great brand. Utrecht is a great brand. And Golden is a great brand. They're all artist quality brands. Now, what I love about Nova Color, and this is the last thing, is you can request a chart from them when you order their paint. Now, it used to be free, but I think they charge $1 for it now. I would say get one your first time. It's worth it because there's nothing like seeing the actual paint on the paper and what it looks like in person versus online. And in each one of these, they will tell you also if the paint is opaque, translucent, or transparent. And they're all numbered. It's just super easy to find and a great reference when you want a quick guide until you get comfortable enough to know what each paint is like. And trust me, you will get there. This could be just the beginning of your journey. Give yourself that time that you need to experiment around with the paint. Don't get frustrated with yourself. Enjoy this phase of just exploring and seeing what you like and what you don't like, and make note of that. And all you're going to do is start pursuing the direction of things you like. So have fun with it.